Okay, so starting off where we left off, there was an error in some of the variables that I put in. So apparently there's some conflict with this and perhaps an internal variable. So I changed this to just have an A after the slip directions and slip planes. So if you put an A here, and then under variables, we're using that variable here. So down here, make sure that you update this. So we have A's on all the slip directions, slip planes. And once you do that, it will solve. Here's the solution I get. So what this is showing is the shear strain around this elliptical hole. If you look through Gerton's handout that I gave, if you were to take the absolute value of the gradient of gamma in the x plus that value in the y, this is the dislocation density. Whoops. So if I plot that, let me zoom in. Okay, so see here, this is where the dislocations start forming. It looks like we might could increase our mesh some. Probably can make this a little finer. This is something you have to play with. I won't go into a great depth here, but that's something that should be analyzed further. Alright, the other thing is, for any load, we will generate a tau, but I have not put an indicator function in front of that. Remember, there should be a yield stress where this should be elastic up to until you get to some critical value. So I'm going to put in a value of 100 times smaller, actually. Let's make it so about 134 megapascals. So I'm going to put that in as my shear stress. Critical yield stress, that is. Now, we need a indicator function chi. So if absolute value tau minus tau c. How do I want to do this? So if this is greater than, no, tell you what, let's make this simpler. So if chi, we have a function that says absolute value of tau is greater than tau c. If that is true, this will be 1. Otherwise, it's 0. So that's what the function is in the handout. So if I put chi here times this. Alright. So let's do a comparison. Let's keep an eye on this. So this says it's about 1.2 right here, maximum value. Let's rerun it and see if that changes, since now we have a critical shear stress. Alright, circular variable dependence. Alright, well, let me do some debugging and we'll try to get that updated.